Okay, let's just dive right into this explainer and demystify exactly how to set up an eSIM on your iPhone so you can travel pretty much anywhere without limits. Look, if you've ever felt completely overwhelmed by the thought of managing international mobile data, you're definitely in the right place. We absolutely all know that awful anxiety of landing in a foreign country without internet. You know the feeling. You're exhausted from a long flight, you desperately need to pull up your hotel address, or you just want to text your family to let them know you landed safely. But what if you could completely bypass the kiosk queues, fiddling with tiny paperclips, and those absolutely terrifying roaming fees from your home carrier? Well, today, we're looking at exactly how to do just that by mastering the setup for a digital travel SIM. Here's our itinerary for today. We'll cover why you should even use an eSIM, your pre-trip iPhone prep, how to actually install the new eSIM, configuring your iOS settings, and finally, activating it the second you arrive. All right, let's get into it.
Section 1. Why use an eSIM? So, that little E, it just stands for embedded, which means, thankfully, the days of fumbling around with those tiny, easily losable plastic cards on a cramped airplane tray table are officially over. It's built straight into your iPhone's motherboard. It does the exact same job as a physical SIM card, but it's 100% digital. The real-world benefits here are honestly huge. You get instant activation the moment you land, and you pay local data rates, so zero roaming shock. But honestly, the absolute best part for us iPhone users, thanks to dual SIM technology, you can actually keep your home number active. That means you keep getting your iMessages, your WhatsApps, and those super important two-factor authentication texts while simultaneously pulling cheap internet data from the local network. It's a total game changer. Moving on to Section 2. Pre-trip iPhone preparation.
I need you to treat this phase exactly like checking your passport expiration. It is absolutely non-negotiable before you head to the airport. First up, verify your compatibility. You need an iPhone XS, XR, or newer. But here is the absolute most important check you're going to do. Go into your iPhone settings, tap General, then About, and scroll down to Carrier Lock. It absolutely must say no SIM restrictions. If it doesn't, your phone is locked by your home provider, and this won't work. Oh, and make sure you have a solid Wi-Fi connection before you buy anything.
I really love this quote from a seasoned traveler on Reddit because it perfectly highlights the #1 mistake beginners make. Seriously, do not wait until you're scrambling on a spotty, overloaded airport Wi-Fi to download your plan. Just buy it and install it the day before you fly while you're sitting comfortably on your couch using your home Wi-Fi.
All right, Section 3, actually installing your new eSIM.
So most major providers like Iralo or Saily offer 3 distinct pathways here. The first is direct installation. Hands down, this is the fastest way. You just open the provider's app, tap Install, and iOS handles the rest automatically. Easy. The second method is using a QR code. You just save the QR code image right to your Photos app, jump into Settings, choose Add eSIM, and hit Open Photos to scan it. And finally, if all else fails, you've got manual installation. This is where you literally copy and paste an SMD plus address and an activation code directly into your cellular settings. But don't worry, whether you go direct, QR, or manual, your phone will smoothly guide you through the entire process on screen.
Section 4, configuring your iOS settings. Okay, so during installation, iOS is going to prompt you to assign roles to your lines. Here's exactly what you do. Keep your primary home line for your typical communications. So select that for your default calls, texts, iMessage, and FaceTime. Then take your newly labeled travel eSIM line and set that strictly for cellular or mobile data. Doing this means you won't miss any texts from back home, but you're only browsing the web on your new cheap travel data.
Now, please pay really close attention to this next part because this one step is an absolute financial lifesaver. When you're in your cellular settings, you must make sure Allow Cellular Data Switching is turned off. I can't stress this enough. Keeping this off ensures your phone won't sneakily switch over and pull expensive roaming data from your home carrier if your travel signal drops for even a second. It basically locks your phone into only using the eSIM for the internet.
And finally, Section 5. Activating upon arrival. Okay, fast forward. You've touched down, you're taxiing to the gate, and you turn off airplane mode. Your phone is immediately going to start hunting for a signal. Just pop into your settings, tap your new travel eSIM, and flip the Turn on this line toggle to on. Then, and people always forget this part, make sure data roaming is turned on specifically for that travel line. You might be wondering, wait, why roaming? Well, because you are technically roaming on a local partner network using your global provider's plan. Flip those 2 toggles, and literally within moments, your phone will latch right onto the local network. But hey, what if you don't instantly see those glorious signal bars? Don't panic. This quick troubleshooting checklist will save the day. If you have no internet connection at all, double check that data roaming is strictly on for the eSIM line, just like we talked about. If you notice your data is draining way too fast, head into your iOS settings and flip on low data mode or turn off background app refresh so your apps aren't secretly updating in the background. And if it flat out refuses to connect to a network, take a look at your provider's app instructions again. Sometimes local networks need you to manually type a short little word into the APN or access point name settings menu just to grant you access.
Now, I know we just went through a bunch of methodical steps, but that big number 5, that represents minutes. From buying the plan in an app to installing the profile to getting full connectivity at your destination, the whole shebang usually takes less than 5 minutes of actual effort. Once you get the hang of it, it's incredibly efficient.
By following these steps, you've just totally eliminated one of the biggest headaches of international travel. I really hope this explainer has empowered you to ditch those physical SIM cards and unexpected roaming bills for good. Which, I guess, leaves us with just one final question. Now that you've got seamless global connectivity right there in your pocket, where are you going to travel next?